Hi, welcome to PiSquare Academy. In this video, I'm going to explain why this battery, I think you must have seen this video, right? The battery in the elevator got burst. So why this happened? And there is some myth going on. There is some rumors. There is some news. There are some, you know, false theories which are circulating on the web. Let me just quote what is circulating on the web. Uh, I just got the message from students. They're saying uh, when the lift closes, the electro charge of a battery turns the whole lift into magnetic battery. The electric charge is turning whole lift into magnetic battery. This is what the message we got, and this is the theory which is circulating in the market, which is not true. I'm going to bust that myth right now in this video, and I'm going to explain why this event. Let me just show you the event first. What happened in this video? Just look at this person is walking into the lift. He just closed the door. In a couple of seconds, battery, he's carrying the battery. Okay, just keep this frame in your mind. I will explain my all analysis. I'll give the micro details, the tiny details, why this incident happened, how this incident happened. I'll give all those details based on this one frame, and I'll show you one more frame. Based on these two frames, I'll give complete my analysis. Okay, and we did such mythbusters, we did such Y series videos in the past, which are very popular videos of ours. You can check the link in the description. We made the video on why 50 hertz in most of the parts in India also, and but whereas US is having 60 hertz. Why three phase? Why sinusoid? Why a shunt motor doesn't run on AC, but series motor will run? Why earth pin? Why tester is not glowing at neutral? Whereas, positive, negative in AC, both are alternately changing, but tester will not glow on neutral, right? So, such Y series questions, why AC in turn? So, these kind of Y series questions we did in the past. You can check that playlist in the description. Now, why horsepower? Yeah, look at this horsepower. Why the name horsepower? Why the name ampere hours for batteries? All these details are very well explained in this. Why AC can't be stored? Beautiful videos. Y series popular videos. You can check those. And now, as a part of it, this also, I'm going to bust that myth as well in this session. And this is one frame I'll be talking about. I'll be extensively giving the details of it. And if I just continue playing the incident once again, just observe it. See, I'm not playing for the video. I'm just skipping some part because the visual is really disturbing visual. So I'm just skipping to the key part. Luckily, there are some people in the ground floor. Okay, there are some people. They try to rescue this guy. Okay, by calling rescue team. So they tried helping out, and yeah, this is the last frame. I'm just blocking this visual part here purposefully because it's really disturbing visual. So this frame, so these two frames, the earlier frame and this frame, my analysis will be based on these two frames. Okay, so let me just give my analysis on this. So I'll give my analysis on this incident. Why and how this happened. Why this incident happened and how this incident happened. I'll give the micro details. And now the most important part is how to handle the situation. Okay? How to handle the situation. Or how to avoid these situations. Okay? So this will be useful for you in future to help someone else. Because you cannot avoid using batteries. Batteries are nowadays everywhere. You must use it. be it in mobile phones, be it bikes. Yes, you need to accept the change. Bikes are coming, e-bikes are coming up. Okay, so you need to accept the change. For that, this video will be helpful to understand all these aspects. Let's come to the point. I said I'll be using two frames. This is the first frame which I want to use for my discussion. So in this frame, what you noticed, person entered into the lift, and you must have seen person is carrying this battery. Okay, person is carrying this battery over here. I think these two you noticed. The micro detail what I'm giving is, look at this portion. He is pressing first floor, or I guess he must be pressing the ground floor. Okay, first floor or ground floor. Okay, so I'll tell you why I'm talking about this. So I'm considering this one as he's pressing ground floor. Okay, and he is right now in the 10th floor. Maybe just look at this. If you look at this, you'll understand. Look at this. And if you fill this, this might be 10. This is for sure 1. Okay, and this might be 10, this might be 10, 16 or 18, anything. So for the sake of better understanding, I'm taking 10. So he is right now in the 10th floor, and this building has something close to 20 floors. If you just look at these numbers, buttons, how many buttons if you count it, so it must be having close to 20 floors. Okay, let me just give the next point. So these details are very important. So with these details, I understand this guy has charged his mobile battery pack, because if you just look at this battery, and this battery is pretty much similar to the battery, yes, this battery, and these batteries are used in these kind of mopeds, two-wheelers. Okay, so they can use for different purposes, but I guess he must be using this kind of similar moped, and which is quite common in China. And with this frame, you can say he's from China. Okay, because this lift says, in Chinese it says it is a standby lift. This lift is a standby lift. This is the main lift where the actual incident happened. Okay, in Chinese translation from our AI, it has translated to standby, and this says right now these people are in the first floor. So which confirms this guy has charged his battery pack at home, and he's carrying it to put it on the bike, put it on the moped. Now this incident took place. So let's come back to this. Why this incident happened? Is this incident happened because of the lift, these electromagnetic fields, all this stuff what people are talking about? No, I don't accept this. There is nothing such electromagnetic fields coming in the moment we are entering into the lift. But yes, lift has a reason. I'll talk about that. But the main reason why this happened is overcharging. That's what the main reason could be, overcharging of the battery at the home itself. In the home itself, he must have overcharged. Just to solidify or just to validate my statement, let me play some videos which are related to overcharging and leading to the blast. Just look at this video. Yeah, now, did you see that? It is not in the lift, it is in the room. Overcharging, it led to the first of all that smoke, then immediately the fire. One more video. this video which I'm going to show, this video is purposefully experimented by US people in the set of a safe environment. They tried it. They tried to blast a battery on purpose. So check this video. Yeah. So that's an experimental environment where they charge the battery, overcharge the battery, and the same effect. First smoke has come, then blast. Okay. Now, overcharging could be main design. Lift could be another extra reason. Lift has a reason, added reason. Why? Because I told you some of the points earlier. He is in the 10th floor and he is coming to the ground floor. So when he is coming down, pressure, atmospheric pressure is going to increase, but battery inside pressure is going to be constant. Of course, it is just a 10 floors difference. In the short gap of maybe 5 seconds, I don't think there will be huge change in the pressure. But that drop, lift is going down, that could cause a little slight change in the pressure, subtle movement in the pressure inside the battery. Already because of the overcharging, there is a burden on the pressure burden on the battery, and this could have triggered that pressure is releasing first in form of smoke, then goes continuously, the smoke is coming and blasted finally. Okay. Now, the accident, the blast happened definitely because of the overcharging, but that fatal injury happened to the person mainly and only because of the lift. If this incident, that incident, what he has seen, that would have happened somewhere in the open environment, then the moment smoke is coming, there is a high possibility that the person would have escaped that situation by just throwing a battery away, and he would have escaped it. But if you see this lift, when he is in the chamber, this is a small space and the doors are shut. He doesn't have any way escape from the situation. So the fatal injury happened purely because of lift. Okay, and these are the micro details. Now I said how to handle such situation. Number one, because these are the key points. Knowing the situation is, yes, now you know the situation, what happened and why this happened, but you should never, or no one should ever be in that situation. So for that, the first reason is, of course, I cannot say stop using e-bikes. That's a stupid statement. I cannot say that because it's the future. You need to accept that. Okay. And safety, industries are working on improving the safety norms, safety procedures. They're having good practices. But as a user, what you should do is never overcharge a battery. Never overcharge a battery as a user of an e-bike. That's the first thing. And sir, I'm not using the battery. You're not using the e-bike. You're not using e-bike. But still, you might be in the lift where someone is carrying the battery. You're also in danger. So, never ever entertain the place, never entertain the environment, closed environment where battery is there. When somebody is entering the lift with the battery, either ask him to come again in the next shuttle or you get down the lift. Okay, and these 2 points, guys, remember, because that's a closed environment. You can't do anything. You can't escape from the situation. And either you can't escape from buying e-bikes also. So the only thing is avoid those situations. And as a users, guys, As an e-bike users, avoid overcharging. These are the points from PiSquare. And we have such very interesting Y series questions. Very interesting Y series questions like why lift has 2 buttons and why 50 hertz most popularly used. Why 3 phase? Why not 1 phase, 4 phase, 6 phase? Why sinusoid? There are lot many such Y series questions which you can go through our YouTube channel. There you'll find all these videos, beautiful content. That's end of this lecture. Thank you. See you in the next lecture.